Hi guys, Neff here, and welcome back to the forest. So, for this episode, I think I'm going to try and get some of these blueprints finished. I'm going to try and finish at least the first layer of the perimeter wall. And I'm hopefully going to make a start on whatever the hell I'm going to be building here. Once I figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, so that's this side completely done. I just need to cut down a couple of trees to get this gate finished. So let me just do that now. There we go. Is it in there? Yes. Can I place a rock wall in here when there's already a post in here? It's gonna get quite crowded in this fucking tree. Why can't you occupy the same space? Why have you had to bring logic into it? There? Okay, so it's going to be a platform that's much lower. So there. Is this going to work? It's not, is it? It's going to be too awkward. It needs to be taller. There. Okay. That's what I want. Weirdly sticks out there, but that's okay. I don't like that this is just kind of floating in the middle of nowhere, but... tough tits really, isn't it? I suppose I could have it go into this tree right here as well. Yeah, looking from that perspective, I think I kind of should. There we go. Cancel this. And then we're done. "42 logs. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a fire here. This is gonna be my body burning fire. You come with me. Ah, fuck. Hello? Oh god, there's a cowman. There's a cowman in my base. Let me see if I can try and get him to kill himself in the water. Oh, this ain't good. I don't think he can destroy buildings, but... well, that was easy. You absolute moron. Did you put your back out or something? What's wrong, buddy? So you were moribund, that's why you were walking like that. Oh god. That wasn't how that was meant to... Oh god. Okay. So we have the first foundation. So now I need custom stairs. Like that. That should be good. Okay, so the question now is, how easily can I get this sled up here? Not too bad. That's pretty good. Pretty much perfect. Nice. I think I'll put another one here as well. Looking cozy. What you doing, buddy? Okay, so full disclaimer, since the last footage I have done a fair bit of work off camera. So the entire perimeter wall has now been done, like the first layer of it. And I've made a start on the second level as well. There are now 3 gates, so there's one there, one over there, and one there. So for this area here, what I've done is I've put the roof on. And then I've also built this staircase in the middle, going up. So the plan... Oh god, it's windy out there, hang on. So the plan is down here is going to be like an armory. So I'm going to have... There'll be a weapon rack, an explosives holder, maybe some cabinets as well. Armor rack, bone and arrow baskets, maybe a couple of skin racks. So up here is going to be kind of like the kitchen area. So I'm going to have a building of some kind of hut here, which will have all of the drying racks for the meats that I collect, as well as a fire to cook things on. Then I'm also going to have some planter garden things here, possibly also some rabbit hutches, because you can capture and breed rabbits. Yes, so let's get started on the armory, since that's a little bit more important, really. Okay, I have an idea for this. So if I do a rock wall, okay. out further that side than it does this side. That's annoying. But I think I can live with it. Okay, so how many lugs do I need? 2. Now I have a table. Okay, so we have 6 arrow baskets on the top, and then we've got 6 bone baskets underneath. That should take care of all of those needs quite sufficiently. And it's sort of like tucked away under the stairs, so it leaves all of the outside space for the bigger things. So, speaking of, let's figure out what the hell I'm going to do with the rest of the things I need to build. So, armor rack. Where can I put an armor rack? Here. Okay, so I think this will do for like the first iteration. I can always add more later. So I've got a couple of skin racks here, which I'll use purely for lizard or crocodile skin, because you can use that as armor. I have an armor rack here, and then another one in the corner here. I've got 3 explosives holders, and then 2 weapon holders. And then in the middle here, I've got all of my baskets for bones and arrows. So I'm not going to get all of these built straight away because it's 415 sticks and that might take a while. Not really getting very far, are you, mate? Okay, so just to briefly go over my plans for the rest of this base build. What I want to do is obviously continue building up the outer perimeter, and also... they've planted an effigy in my base. They've planted an effigy in my base, what the fuck? You come in here and you plant an effigy. The cheek of some people. Okay, so as I was saying, I want to continue building the outer perimeter as well as putting down some traps. There's quite a few defensive things that you can put down. Happy birthday trap is a really good one, so I'll probably have a few of those. And also put some defensive wall spikes down as well. I also want to build a gazebo in the center of this lake. Not for aesthetic reasons, but for defensive reasons. So what I'll do is I'll have the gazebo right in the middle, and it'll be quite tall, but not as tall as this. And then I want a zip wire to go from somewhere here. I'm not sure specifically where it's going to come from. Possibly on the top of the roof there. I'm not sure. But to have a zip wire that goes from here to the center of the lake. So that if my base does start to get a bit swarmed, I can go over to there, I can draw their attention, and then on the top of the gazebo I will have arrow baskets, and I will also have one of these, where is it? Standing fires. So what that does is it allows me to light this fire at any time that I want, and then if you build flame arrows, you can then set them on fire and then shoot down, and if they want to come attack me, they're going to have to get into the water and drown themselves. But hopefully it will give me a really good defensive position whilst also being able to draw their attention away from my base. So that's going to be coming probably in the next video. And another thing I want to do, because at the minute I am burning the bodies out here, I'm storing them on the cart, and it's kind of it's a little bit unseemly. I want to build like a body burning hut, I guess. The tentative plan is to have like a raised platform. So okay, just picture it. So we'll have, say, a platform like here. And then I'm going to build some of the log carts. I'll probably build 4. I'll have 2 on either side. And then they'll store the bodies. And then in the middle at the back, I'll have the fire. So then when I kill cannibals, I can bring them in here, store them in the carts, and then when I need their bones or skulls, I can just take them off the carts, burn them in the fire, and it'll be in like this contained hut that is kind of separate from the rest of the base. You haven't got to think about it. It's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind sort of situation where we just ignore all of the bodies I've got stockpiled. That it'll keep that whole sort of process separate from the rest of the base. It'll give me like a sort of like a designated area to do that. It's not totally necessary, but just kind of like burning bodies out in the middle feels a little bit uncouth, I guess. So we'll find a way to kind of make that process a little less ghastly. And then I just need to build the kind of garden area and the food storage area up here. I'm not necessarily sure exactly how that's gonna look right now. I'll figure something out. For now I just need to keep building. I've got most of this stuff built. I've just been going around collecting sticks for ages. But we're getting there. The cowman in my base. Can you not, maybe? Come here. Come here. I'm fairly certain you can't destroy bases, but it's... Dipshit. Okay, so let me just put down the blueprint for the gazebo, just so I can start figuring out where I want to put the zipline from. Where even is the gazebo? Jesus, there we go. So it can get, like, frickin' tall. But we need it lower than the top of there. I mean, it looks kind of central from that perspective. I think that's pretty good. It's definitely lower than the rest of the base, which means I can zipline down to it, which is the main thing. I don't want to have to build too much on the main base just in order to make this work, so I need... Yeah, that's pretty central. That's pretty good. I need the zipline to either come from, like, here, maybe? Maybe I need to destroy this section here and just have the zipline. Kind of how that branch is kind of facing down towards it. That's essentially how the zipline is going to be. So what I can do is I can just destroy this bottom part here, make this thinner, and then have this archway would be the launch pad for the zipline. I also need to finish off up here. I'm kind of feeling a little bit uninspired as to what I want up here, so I might not necessarily just rush this one. I also want to go to the caves and get the pedometer and the modern bow. So I might do that next episode as well. I don't know how people feel about constantly having building episodes. Maybe you want a bit more action, a bit more cave exploration, I don't know. I'm kind of filming most of this without actually having published any of the videos, so I'm kind of going in a little bit blind in terms of what you guys are actually interested in. But this area is now done. I can start to put some armor on these. Can I put a skull up here? Nope. That one's full. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode, guys. So we've got the armory all set up. We've got multiple stands for our armor. We've got explosive racks with not very much on it so far. And we've got some weapon racks with nothing on it so far. And then we have all of these arrow and bone baskets. We are actually starting to make some progress on collecting the bones, which will be really useful in future. Up here is still sparse, but hopefully I'll have some strike of inspiration at some point and figure out exactly how I want to have this laid out. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and take care.